Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests, and today we're watching Community. We have arrived at the episode that is so controversial that Netflix banned it. Although, as I hear it, literally nobody wanted the episode banned, so bit of a false alarm. So I'm just coming into this episode with a lot of curiosity. This is actually, I think, my husband Edward's favorite episode, so I'm expecting it to be good. If it's not, divorce. I was expecting this episode to be a little bit harder to find, I'm not gonna lie, but Community is also on Prime, at least in Canada. So if you guys are trying to watch it, that's where you can find it. Before we get into this week's episodes, as a reminder, we are 4 episodes ahead on Patreon. We also have all of my uncuts to all of these episodes available. If that is something that you are interested in, you can find me at patreon.com/ShadowCatReacts. But without further ado, let's get into it.
The story of Fat Neil. His adolescent years were shadowed by scorn and mockery.
Hey, fatty. Hey, fatty.
Aww.
He traveled far to a new
gosh.
school and a new
Very
beginning.
Game of Thrones.
Neil.
The name became a joke.
Aww. Neil.
Yes, Fat Neil.
And
That is
Neil
so
fell again into
awful.
darkness. Pain need not be spoken to be known. Not to all. It was strangely Jeff, the liar, son of Will.
The liar.
It was Jeff who pretended to be interested in Dungeons and Dragons in an effort to lift Neil's spirits. And when Jeff's
Aww.
fake interest resulted in Neil giving Jeff all his books explaining he wouldn't need them anymore.
That's very ominous.
A council was called. Troy, the obtuse. Shirley, the cloying.
obtuse.
Ahmed, the undiagnosable.
Julian Assange is
Britta, the needlessly defiant. Pierce the insensitive, known also as Pierce the dickish, and Grandpa the flatulent, was not invited.
Pierce the dickish. That is so good.
They would invite Neil that Saturday to a game of Dungeons and Dragons designed by Ahmed to help Neil reclaim his confidence.
Okay.
At the end of the meeting, they realized that Chang had been there and felt
Oh my gosh, Chang.
a game which not only might save a life, but which would forever change the balance between good and Pierce.
Ooh, special open. Oh my god. What a fun show. Their attention to detail is immaculate. Truly, I'm trying to think of a sitcom-y show that puts this much attention to detail into their work, and I really can't think of one.
Hey, Neil. This is gonna be awesome, yo.
So we just gonna ignore that hate crime, huh?
I'm a dark elf.
So you guys suddenly just wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah! Why wouldn't we?
It's
cool.
Chang looks ridiculous.
I am your dungeon master. We will be playing this adventure. Now take your time, choose your character carefully. They each have their own unique combination of strengths and... No, this is a role-playing game. It takes place entirely in our collective imagination.
Okay. I want to try Dungeons and Dragons. I'm very curious about it.
Working as a team, your goal is to track down the dragon, kill him, and then claim the treasure as your own.
What are my choices?
Okay, you're slowing things down, Jeff. Shirley, what do you want to do?
I'd like to introduce myself to the group. Hello, I am a dwarf named Zippity Doo.
Okay, I'm not the best.
Zippity-doo.
I'm Hector the Well-Endowed.
I
Abed.
didn't know you just grabbed one at random. I made that one with Troy in mind.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I want to know why these goblins are attacking us. Maybe these woods are their rightful land, and from their perspective...
She can't help it.
You've been shot by an arrow.
Ow!
Yeah, it hurts. Jeff,
I love how they're including sound effects.
Stop.
you do 10 points of damage.
Look at that. Oh my god.
Sex.
But the goblins close in, surrounding you on all sides.
Oh my god, Britta. That was probably too much for Jeff's ego.
Great job with the sword, Neil. You saved us. What would we have done if you didn't exist, huh?
Dial it back, Lubertica.
The dickish.
What are you doing here?
How about you answer that question?
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
First of all, gay. Second of all, stupid. Why was this a secret? You cutting me out of the group?
I guess we must have forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And you remembered to let Fatty sit in my chair.
Don't call him fatty.
You're stretching it.
Pierre, oh my god. Pierce is such an asshole.
I don't have a character for you.
I don't care. I just want to play the game. I don't need a character.
I think you do.
Just put me in the stupid game now.
Oh my god.
As you watch the goblins retreat, you notice a 67-year-old naked man with no weapons lying in the wet grass shivering. His name is...
Pierce Hawthorne, and I'm 66, Dick.
In about 13 turns, he will die of exposure. Jeff.
I wait 14 turns.
Screw you guys. I'm gonna win.
I go to the naked man and I give him my cloak.
Aww.
I'm gonna take a sword. Can I take a sword?
You've got a sword.
No.
You're playing the game wrong.
We'll see.
Okay, I take the Duquesne sword from the naked man.
I attack him. I attack Blackface.
You've decapitated him. Brutalitops is dead.
What?
I find it interesting that I feel like the joke in the show is that it looks like blackface. Like, I feel like it's very self-aware about that fact. So that it just seems like an interesting decision to ban the episode. I don't know.
I run.
What?
You run?
The naked man is running into the woods.
He has my sword.
Can we catch him?
No, he's gone.
Oh
It
god.
took me 10 years and 50 campaigns to get that sword.
Really? Maybe I'll wipe my ass with it and throw it off a cliff.
Yeah, wipe your ass with it, Pierce. See what happens.
I take it that means I'm winning?
You've made your point. You can ruin anything. Now come back.
Can't hear you over the sound of me rubbing his sword on my balls.
Pierce, ew!
You have successfully rubbed your balls on the sword.
Abed, don't help him. You're the dungeon master.
What does successfully rubbing your balls on a sword look like? Like, what's successful versus unsuccessful?
That sword was one of a kind. It was forged by my ancestors.
I hump it.
He's severely depressed.
From the looks of it, he's been using that line since he was 5 years old to get an extra slice of pie.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah,
I
seriously.
don't like being excluded, Jeff. Do you?
Yes!
Yeah, he literally always wants to be excluded.
I'm sick of you threatening me, giving me that look you give me like I can't get erections.
What?
Hey, Bed, I keep running.
Pierce refuses to give back the sword. Our new goal is to find him and kill him.
I just want to go home.
Neil, do
Oh,
not do
Neil.
I guess if we had a Pegasus.
If that's sarcasm, I can't tell because everything in this game is silly. Abed, can we get a Pegasus?
that. We will go to that town and ask around about a Pegasus.
And so it was that the group began to describe themselves walking. And as they described
This
themselves
narration is so
walking, so
good.
did Obed confirm they walked.
This is a local elf tavern, but all races are welcome.
Why is he a pirate?
He's a gnome. He only speaks gnome.
Anybody here speak gnome?
Oh, I do. Lavernica does.
Well, this will be painless.
You are a human warrior, which is 5 species classes greater than I.
That's disgusting. Don't talk like that.
I am so sorry, madam. Please don't report me for execution.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Britta, ask the stupid gnome where we can get a Pegasus.
Did someone say Pegasus?
Oh my
A
God,
word I
this is so
understand in
good.
every language.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But they are guarded by a mysterious and beautiful elf maiden who seems drawn to Mar.
Oh,
She flirts with you.
I flirt back.
How?
I say something sexy.
Like what?
Abed,
I don't normally do this, but you're the most beautiful creature I've ever seen, and I would really love a Pegasus.
Ugh.
I
Very handsome, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not really comfortable with this.
Oh, this is amazing.
Perhaps you'd be more comfortable indoors.
I've been trying to look at what you're doing and understand that I don't want to.
You've offended the elf maiden. She seems disinterested in doing business with you today.
What?
All right, come on. Can we just do this?
Oh, but it's so funny. Jesus Christ.
All right, I take her by the hand and lead her to the stable. I light a candle.
His commitment is just incredible.
I slowly lay her down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Annie. No, this is killing me.
You both fall back exhausted, but still inclined.
Okay, great. I stroke her hair lovingly.
This is killing me. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so funny.
The elf maiden, thoroughly satisfied, promises you a flock of Pegasi.
Thoroughly
You guys can take
satisfied.
a break. I should check on Pierce.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Jesus Christ. And he killed it.
I need to know what you want to do next.
So many things, David. So many things.
Because while soaring above the forest of Ingold, you spot a body in an elven cloak in a clearing below. He's face down, barely moving, a pool of blood underneath him.
I can't tell you how long I dreamed of this moment.
Sir, I believe this is yours.
Thank you, Jeff.
Once you get close enough to take the sword, you can see that this body is not Pierce.
What? I turn it over.
It's the gnome waiter from the tavern.
What? No! What? Who did this to you, no
Pierce
waiter?
probably
Never saw
did
his
it.
face.
Pierce the dickish.
Kyle.
Britta. He was an imaginary waiter.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
An amulet that allows the wearer full control over
Draconis! The hideous Draconis, an all-powerful red dragon.
Pierce would be the most annoying person to play these kinds of games with.
He was born, and controlling Draconis with the amulet is...
Say it!
Pierce Hawthorne.
I run towards Pierce with my broadsword drawn, and I attack his time stop.
Time stop?
Draconis has tons of spells. The six of you are completely frozen and helpless.
Ugh.
Pierce, you win. Just kill us and end this.
Yeah, for real.
Cast shape change on Duquesne.
What shape do you choose for him?
Fat.
Here, stop it!
Pierce!
Yes.
Make him as fat as Fat Neil.
Pierce!
You're such an asshole. Jesus Christ.
You weren't crying when you were stealing my friends.
He asked me to come here.
I've got some fat news for you, Fat Neil.
Pierce,
Don't
you're
you
gonna
know
kill
why
me.
Jeff Winger, of all people, led the charge on the Fat Neil Feel Good Committee?
Way over the line, Pierce.
Oh, they're down there by Fat Neil.
Your new best friend, Jeff Winger, coined the name Fat
Yeah.
Neil.
Jeffrey!
Not great.
Look, before you respond, I can make it up to you. I'll find a fatter Neil.
Huzzah!
But you were also standing kind of near other Neil.
So call him Skinny Neil.
Well, he's actually not that skinny.
He's bald. He's black.
Well, I don't look at the world through that lens.
For my turn, I feel sorry for Pierce Hawthorne.
Save it.
No, I really do, man.
Good. For my turn, the Duquesne family. Again.
For my turn,
Pierce.
I pity Pierce too.
Trust me, kitten, I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, you really outdid yourself this week. There's a lot of pain in you. I seriously feel bad.
Feel sorry for your new fat BFF.
No, we're done doing that. You, Pierce, I really worry about. At least for my turn, anyway.
Well, how about this? Draconis, unfreeze time.
Done.
I breathe so much fire on
Hold
you.
it. You just used your move on freezing time.
Yeah, gotta wait for it to come back around.
And I throw it at the amulet around the sad naked man's neck.
Sad naked man. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. It's what Pierce deserves.
The red dragon turns his head, grabs Pierce in his mighty jaws, and swallows him alive.
Oh
As a reward for freeing him, he flies your intrepid band to his cavern where he bestows his treasure upon you. Congratulations on the completion of Caverns of Draconis. I've been your dungeon master. I hope you had a good time.
Oh, that's so funny. All he had to do was not unfreeze time. He just couldn't do it.
That was the best game I ever played in my life.
Don't mention it.
Want to play again next week?
Maybe.
Okay.
Aww.
I'll be around.
And so it,
That was nice.
while learning very, very little. Good night.
That was a fun episode.
What do you think? Oh. We thought our group was meeting now.
Tell is much better.
Thank you.
All in favor of giant ears?
That's majority. This was a great episode. Very, very stylistic and just very fun. As I was saying in the reaction, I find it interesting that the joke is kind of that the dark elf makeup and costuming looks like blackface. And so the show is very, very self-aware about what it's doing. It's not necessarily an endorsement of blackface. So I do find it interesting that even though it is a very self-aware joke, and there were multiple points there at the episode where Shirley was like, are we not going to talk about this? And then Pierce also made a comment about it being like blackface. So I just find it interesting that that is kind of the joke. I am curious to know, though, if anyone was actually offended by this, because from what I'm reading, it just seems like Netflix was trying to get ahead of something, because I don't think that I've seen a single take of a person who was actually offended by that. But if anybody who was watching this was, like, I would love to hear your perspective. Pierce is really committed to just ruining everything. Like, it is his one personality trait. He was like, how can I make everything worse? Let me do that. To extend him a little bit of grace, we know that Pierce really does not respond well to being left out of things. That is a really deep-seated issue for him, and so I do feel for him that he was left out of this campaign, because that must not have felt good. But my God, he makes it hard to sympathize with him, because he just takes everything to places where it does not need to go. But at the same time, like, it's Pierce. What was I expecting from Pierce? I've now had at least, I want to say 5 episodes with this character, and yeah, that's pretty par for the course how he reacted and acted this episode, so I shouldn't be shocked. Anyways, enough of me rambling about this episode. Let's get into the next one.
Why does
Is
being a
Abed
librarian make her even hotter?
interested in someone?
She holds the answers to all of our questions. Hey, maybe if we're too loud, she'll shush us. Books!
Honestly, fail proof.
What do you do when you and your best friend want to ask the same girl to the Valentine's dance, but neither of you have dibs because you both fell in love with her at first sight?
Well, I don't believe in dibs or love or best friends or doing things. But it's good you brought this to me.
You're gonna have to
Never change, Jeff.
What happens if I don't? I miss the heart opening deadline?
Valentine, rapping time.
Opening my heart is on my list.
What was that?
Gum?
Why aren't you chewing?
Because I'm using my mouth for this dumb conversation.
That's my friend Paige. She's cool, but whatever. Before you go barking up that tree, I have to tell you that she might not be interested. Why wouldn't she be?
Is she lesbian?
Is she a friend of Ellen? Yes, Annie, but you can say the word. Paige
A friend
is
of
a
Ellen.
lesbian.
Seems like Britta might be into her.
Pierce, as someone who's been calling me a lesbian for the last year and a half, I'm sure that you don't have anything to say about me being friends with one.
Nothing off the cuff. What I do have is a prepared statement.
A prepared statement. When did he prepare this? How long has he been, like, saving that for?
And
In summation, good luck.
They actually sat around to listen to that entire thing. They're better than me.
Many, many paragraphs of that were oddly supportive.
Wait till you hear the one I have for you.
Bye. He's recovering from broken legs.
He sure is. You can moonwalk.
I'm sure he's almost through his prescription. Besides, he's a...
I don't know if I'd call that a moonwalk, but it was an attempt.
Intervention.
Count me out.
We can't count you out. He listens to you.
Well, he also listens to the bare naked ladies. Go get their dumbasses to help you.
Whoa!
And the bare naked ladies are triple platinum. Are you?
Why does everyone...
Canadian national treasure.
Well, maybe friendship is about going through a lot of stuff, Jeff. And maybe BNL has 2 Billboard Awards to your 0.
Oh, okay. They're BNL now. We need a shorthand for the bare naked ladies. That's how fundamental they are.
Fundamental.
Yeah.
You know what Pierce probably needs more than anything? Some space.
Maybe we all need some space to pull the knife out of the back of the most celebrated Canadian alt-rock band of the mid-90s, you selfish, jaded ass.
Now, you won't know this, being American, but tonight, Liverpool are playing
Manchester United. I'm a stylish American, Professor. I've been forcing myself to be into soccer since 2004.
Ah, I'll see you at precisely 6:30, or as the English call it, Gravedigger's Biscuits. Okay?
What are you about to do with that information, Chang?
That moonwalk back there was streets ahead, buddy.
Streets ahead.
Hey, Pierce.
Hey, it's you.
Yeah, the tiny man you see when you're
Oh.
taking those pills. We have a good time, don't we, Pierce? Pierce, if doctors are so smart, why are there millions of them? Look in your hand.
That's good enough for Pierce.
Be mine.
Pierce, you can't just keep popping these things.
Mariah, my name is Abed Nadir. My associate, Troy Barnes.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Are you the guys that keep staring at me and intermittently yelling out books?
The very same.
The very same.
It is of utmost importance we protect that friendship from the stresses of courting you, so we're trying to be as direct and above board about this as possible.
Will you go to the dance with one of us? And if so, which one?
We need to get something straight first. This is the cutest thing that's ever happened to me. But I don't know either one of you.
Give us a moment.
I thought that she was just going to turn them down.
What's in the briefcase?
Oh, tacos. You want one?
No.
Great.
I'd want one.
You really wanted them?
Yeah, we're gonna eat them.
Well, I'd first want to see it, just to make sure it looks normal, you know? But I definitely want a taco.
It's homophobic to ask questions? If you have to ask if it's homophobic to ask questions, haven't you already answered your own question?
Britta. She can't help herself.
Should I ask her 500 questions about being a lesbian, or should I just treat her like a normal person? That's a question you can ask.
She's not going to treat her like a normal person.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm not a lesbian.
Oh, I'm not either.
Oh. Paige isn't a lesbian. She just likes hanging out with Britta because it makes her feel cool to have a lesbian friend.
Britta's not a lesbian. She thinks that Paige is.
I mean, Britta is flirting.
Paige and I are going to the dance together. Hope I stay straight. Oh, sorry. My friend's a tad homophobic, so I was doing a bit.
Britta.
It's Chang. Chang, why? I don't know.
I feel like you can hear this.
What are you doing here, Chang, and how do you know where I live?
I can answer both of those questions by returning your driver's license.
He was pulling out all the stops.
God's sake, just let him in. He's wearing the right colours and everything.
Hey, man, check this
Chang,
out.
I am so...
Anyway.
He's trying so hard.
Just sit down, Chang. There's space for 3 fannies on this sofa.
In England, fanny means vagina, right? I'm gonna make it up to you, Winger. Even though, like I said, weird place to put a lamp. But let me order a pizza.
Oh, I love pizza. In England, we call them Italian fannies.
I'm hooking us up.
Oh, God.
Starburns. It's Chang.
Starburns.
Remember that pizza you owe me? It's time to pay up. Party at Winger's tonight. Yeah, you can tell people.
So I guess this is why people don't want to be friends with Chang.
If you go with me, you can expect this on the dance floor.
I mean...
Go.
How can she possibly decide?
Of course they're staring. They've probably never seen a straight girl and a lesbian so comfortable together.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Excuse us. Hi, sorry.
Oh, God.
Jeff, something's up with your toothbrush, man.
What the hell?
I had to get cleaned up.
Why?
Chang, you're making it hard to root for you.
Pizza time.
Oh my God, a
Leonard,
little person
where are
on
the
pizza.
white women at? No, there are no white women here, Leonard. This is not a party.
I think it's time for you to choose.
Who's it gonna be?
Abed, could you get us some punch?
We both agreed to this. We're both very comfortable with each other, so I won't be...
No, I choose you, Troy.
Punch.
No, I feel bad for Abed now.
She chose me.
Cool. You can have this then.
Aww.
Thank you, Mariah. Have a great night.
At least he took it on the chin. But I don't think that we've seen Abed have a crush on anyone up until this point, right? So I wanted it to work out for him.
You understand we care about you, right? Okay.
I am not sharing you with them. So before this goes further, you have a choice to make, my friend. Look at the lesbians.
Lesbians!
Screw you!
It starts with us.
Like... Britta, you could be a little bit more convincing than that.
Wait, what?
What was wrong with Abed?
Well, I mean, he did talk about the Saw movies for 2 hours.
Yeah, but
2
there are 8 of them,
hours.
and they're 2 hours apiece. And the first one did redefine the genre, and
I would love to be
Troy.
his friend,
I know you would. It's incredible.
but romantically.
Believe it.
Hate her, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her! She called you weird.
I am weird.
Not as weird as her. There's someone out there for us.
Happy
I
Valentine's
love this
Day.
twosome.
It is now.
You guys are, yeah, meant for each other.
Ignore her.
Drinking, though.
Is Jeff having a good time?
Oh, yeah! Pop, 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 pop,
I never said I was a lesbian. Why didn't you just ask me?
Oh, what am I, a homophobe? I don't care about.
You were clearly just hanging out with me because you thought I was gay.
So, what were you
Yeah,
doing
what were
with
you
me?
doing, Britta?
Hey, what does it matter? You know, we're both just humans trying to make our way through this crazy world.
I never thought you were cool. I only thought you were a lesbian. When she was gay, I thought it was really cool of you to make out with her.
Come on, kiss her!
Annie.
Looks like they both thought about it for a second.
The hell?
Okay, don't get mad. Don't get mad. I'm homeless, Jeff.
Aw,
When my wife found out about Shirley and me, she kicked me out.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about his wife. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Roomies? You guys could be roomies. I endorse the idea.
What? You orchestrated this entire party just so you could weasel your way into staying here.
I'm not even going to notice.
Hey, Jeff, don't kill the messenger.
Just a month. 3 tops. How long's our lease?
Aw. I mean, I don't blame Jeff, honestly.
Way to go, idiot!
Chang. You make it hard to be on your side.
What is it about me that makes broken people flock to me?
I don't know. But being as how you are halfway through your second year at Greendale, you may want to either stop resisting or admit that you're actually starting to enjoy it.
You want a nice little taste of what you're missing in a relationship with 6 nutcases?
Yeah.
You have no new messages.
Huh.
You love being needed by them.
Since you got it turned on, why don't you call me a cabin and pay for it?
Oh!
Chang. Aww.
Thirsty.
Don't push it. It wasn't about the bare naked ladies. Caring about 6 people can be a horrifying, embarrassing nightmare, at least for me. I love you guys. Oh, and Pierce, these knuckleheads are right outside your heart.
Oh my god.
Let them in before it's too late.
Oh my god. Pierce.
Happy Valentine's Day.
That is a dark ass ending. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. This is so nice. And then Pierce on a bench.
You're cute? No, wait. Kiss me.
There has got to be a way to make money off of this.
I've been cheating.
No. It says email me.
Another great episode in the books. I thought that Britta might have actually had a crush on that girl, and honestly, I'm not convinced that she didn't. I was getting vibes, you know, but it might have just actually been a whole gag. That's what I'm going to lean towards right now, because I don't think that I have any other indication to believe that she might potentially be kind of into women as well. So I'm just not gonna speculate. I thought that this episode was ending on a very wholesome note, as Community so often does. But then seeing Pierce on the bench, probably potentially overdosing. I'm not sure what's going on with him right now, but that is a very precarious spot to be leaving that character in. And honestly, I don't feel like this show up until this point has had something so ominous happen in the last moments. This might be the darkest we've gotten so far. I'm hoping that we instantly address that in the next episode, because Pierce is in a rough spot, and as much as he grinds my last gear, he doesn't deserve to be where he is right now. And yeah, it was nice to see Jeff come around and send that text. I thought that that was really sweet, and letting Chang stay. And honestly, Chang, I personally probably wouldn't let him stay. I mean, if he had absolutely nowhere to go, then I guess I would have to, but, you know, he pushes it. He really, really pushes it. I had totally forgotten about the fact that he has a partner. Like, the potential of him and Shirley being together was just too exciting for my brain to even, like, think of any outside circumstances. I was just so honed in. I was laser focused on this coupling that I did not care about anyone else. I did not care about any of the carnage. Anyways, I'm going to cut this video here. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching these episodes with me. I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.